SoftVelocity.
Welcome back. We're going to review a few aspects that we should take into consideration when designing a touchable application. A tablet is a different system. It's very different from a PC. On a PC, what we do is we use a mouse, and the mouse is precise. It doesn't matter where we put the buttons. We're going to be forcing the end user to reach them and press them on tablet or a touchable screen. That's gonna be a different story. Let's take a look. First, we would like to have a toolbar. A toolbar should have big buttons so I can press them easily using my fingers. Now, let's see. I would like to have also a product so I can display. I can have a feedback from my program, so I can put the product anywhere. It is just a picture. Now I would like to have also a description, and that's fine. And for that we will have also browse. The browse can be anywhere. I can put the browse on the top, at the bottom. It doesn't really matter. The end user will have to reach for the browse and use the fingers and some touch gestures so it can move around and select the items. But that's not a repetitive task. The end user will have to press a few buttons. That's where we should do some design. The buttons should be big enough, and also the spacing among the buttons should be big enough so they don't make any mistakes. They're going to be pressing the buttons using the fingers, and the fingers are not that precise. Or we can use the buttons instead of below at the left. If we use the buttons at the left, we also have to take into consideration the space between each and every one of the buttons there. Like this, I'm gonna put the buttons here so I can press them with my fingers, because I'm gonna be holding the tablet using my two hands in this case. Also, one thing that we should take into consideration is the search input field. I would like to have a search. I can put it here, but there is a problem. When I use the on-screen keyboard, it will overlap the application, and that is not good. Therefore, I am going to put the search input field at the top, and when I use the keyboard, the on-screen keyboard, it will not overlap, and I will see what I'm typing. Now, the same thing applies to the forms. Usually, we have the forms right in the middle of the screen, so we can draw attention from the end user, so the end user will know that that's the window that is active at that given moment. But the problem is, when I start typing something using the on-screen keyboard, it will overlap the window, and that is not good. Therefore, it is better to have the window at the very top. That can be changed using Clarion. It's very easy to do and to design everything with that in mind. So when I load the on-screen keyboard or I start typing, it will not overlap the window, and that will make a better end user experience. And the end user is very important. If we save the end user some time by having a really good design, well, that's gonna be better for business.